Hello and good morning to everyone on YouTube today. I'm going to be doing a quick live stream of how to do a healing salve and disease cure run. This is going to be more focused for beginners really, but with a few handy hints and a nice place to do the run from. Right, so let's get into the game. Right, so bear with me. There we go. Right. So let's just jump in. We'll go into private world just to make sure that the plants are there, right? But you should be able to find them all in adventure mode anyway, right? Just waiting for this to load. As always, it takes a bit of time. Right, okay, so here we are. This is my main character and his camp. Right, we'll just settle down by here. Now, the first thing we need to do is make sure that we got green thumbs on, okay? Doubles up all of your plants, right? So let's have a quick look by here. Right, let's go into that one. There we are, that says my green thumb. That's all we really need to worry about. Right there. So from here, the place that I found to be the best run for low level is actually pretty close to the starting area. Right, so we've got the Wayward and the Overseer's Camp, right? So just up from there you got Slockham's Joe. So if we go there first. Oh, there we go. I'm over encumbered already. Typical. Right. And I need to offload a few things there. So bear with me. See what we can get rid of. Unfortunately, I am a hoarder. I'll keep telling people this. Right? I carry everything. But what I can do is actually I can get rid of all that. Yeah. And in fact, we'll get rid of all this. Just shows when you're doing things live, this is what happens. You forget to set up your character ready. Right. So let's have another look. That's a little bit better. So then off we go. Right, so Slocum Joe. Nip over to there. Fortunately, nobody on the chat. This is my second live stream ever. So very much doubt I'll get anybody watching. Right then, so what we're going to be looking for are several plants. This is going to be one of the main ones, soot flower, right? So we'll grab that. But also up by Slocum Joe's, the reason why we come here is for these. Right, we need fire caps. Right, and there's usually some there. And we'll ignore them for the moment. And there's usually someone a log behind here on this behind the bus. And we might find a few at the top of this stream. Sometimes it's a case of if they're not by the coach or the bus, then they might be up by here and vice versa. Okay. Let's have a chat with these animals, these lovely mole rats. Never have enough encounters in this game, can you? Right, okay. Now, one thing to be wary of, most of this run is going to be along the river, right? And as such, if you are running back and forth through the water at low level, you are going to take radiation damage, right? So you might want to stock up on some Brahman milk, and I'll show you the best place to get that in a moment. Right, so we're all right for there. I haven't found any more of those fire caps. Right there. I like jumping a lot. So let's lock and those. Now we might get a couple up by here. So let's lock them Joes, and you might want to just run up into this area here. There we go. There's another one there. And we got some of them. And there. So just remember this area, right? So Slocum Joes, it says over there. Got a signpost there and this rock formation over here. Okay. So from here, we will head down towards the camp, the overseer's camp, which used to be like one of the starting areas. Now, as we are heading down there, if you're low level, you might want to grab some of the wood on the way, because you'll be needed it for a fire. Right, so there's a camp. Sometimes there's a fire cap up around by here. Right, but I can't see it at the moment. But anyway, back to the camp just for bearing. Right, you go from here, you'll have a couple of these by here. Right, very handy to grab them. Grab as many of them as you can. Right, and then just across by the wayward, you'll have a few by here as well. As I say, soot flowers are one of the things we need. Now that Brahman milk I was on about, just come over here. As you probably all know, there are 3 cows in here. And they didn't kick me today. There we go. So I don't need it, but just to show you, you can get up to 3, and it will help you with your radiation damage when you're in the water. Now this is what we're looking for along the river's edge, bloodleaf. All right, so we want to grab this. It'll quite often be on both sides. You can just see it over there. So you'll have to like run across the water, grab that one, move down, and then nip back across, just in case we missed anything on this side. There we are, some more soot flower. And now what we're going to do is we're going to plod along on both sides of this river. All right, he's always moaning, this person is, but yeah. Right, there we are, we got some soot flower here. And some more bloodleaf. Back across, check on this side of the river. Right. Glowing fungus, by the way, it can be used to make other things. Do this rad away. Right, let's grab that. Double check. And once again, back across the river. I find it easier to do both sides of the river, at the same time, but never know, you might prefer running down one side of the river and then running back up the other side. Entirely up to you. Right. But you end up getting to know pretty much exactly where they all are. Right, but you can hear the radiation, right? You can see it happening over there. For me, it didn't bother me because of what I'm wearing, but for low level, that can cause a problem, will quickly build up. All right, so be careful. The sooner you get protection from that radiation, the better. Yeah, there's one up there, or 2 actually. I say it's a good little run, and at the bottom end of this run, you get hold of the other stuff that you need, which is this, right? Snaptail. You will need a lot more of that. Right, so just once again, oh, there's a rad stag with that. Yeah, some more blood leaf. Half the time I'm looking for these snaptails and I can't see them until they're right on top of me. Especially if you're doing a night run down here. Because, well, daylight and nighttime in this game, vastly different. So I'm constantly panning around, trying to find stuff. There's another one. To this side. Now, the closer you get down by here, you will end up attracting the attention of the robots down by the agricultural centre. Right? They can be annoying, and they will start shooting at you. Right. Now, you might want to have a nose in there for some, loot or whatever. There is loot here, not much, but it's there. Right, and just in there in the trolley sometimes, and a couple of odd random bottles. We can talk to that gentleman over there. Right. Here's some more blood leaf. As I say, sometimes you just can't see it until you're right on top of it. Right. Here we go. Now, the reason why I do things in this order, right, quite simply, it's lighter. Right. In a moment when we start crafting, we need to get a lot of water as well. And we'll need to get dirty water and wood, and we'll then need to boil it before we can use it. But to gather that dirty water, you get weighed down really, really fast. Right, so it's better to get the leaves out of the way, and then grab all your water from one place where you can just crawl, if need be, to a campfire. Right, so we've triggered that event. It always happens when it comes down by here, but we're going to ignore it for now. Right, but we are getting close to the end of this run. Right, grab that. That. There'll be a couple down by here. Right, this robot is going to probably start shooting at me shortly. We'll try to ignore him. Okay. Now, just up by here, there's a little patch of, there we go. And some more snaptail. And there's a couple of little blood leaves over by here. Right, we're going to have a word with that gentleman. Get out of the way before that blows up in my face. There we are. Just for safety's sake, I'm just going to take, I don't want to run that close to bloodied. All right, so just to tell you where we are, you can see the back end of the agricultural centre. I'm just going to get him out of the way. Now, we are really close to the end of this run now. There we go. Now, I usually use this boat as my marker to say, well, that's pretty much as far as I'm going. Right, you've got the dogs there. If you want to fight them, you can. If you want to loot anything by here. And let's just have a word with these. Explain to them that they need to be on a leash. Oh. There we go. Now from here, we actually want to go back now to the agricultural centre. I'm going to grab one of these. You can make food out of that. Right, now just so you're not lost, I'm going to go around the front, all right, rather around the back. It's just easier in the long run. All right. When you're more comfortable running around the agricultural centre, then you can do what you want. But here's the front door. We go in here. All right. Wait for that to load. Open the door. And what we want to do is quite simply run down here, straight down. Put my light on maybe. Oh, that is on. Right, okay. And once we're down here, it's going to be a little encounter right here. Right. The reason why, as I say, it's a straight line. All right, so we run down here. Be careful of the water. Out. Right, so you'll find usually one or two by here. Okay, in this room. You might find some over there, but for some reason they aren't there. Right. But anyway, if you come back out of here, head back up the stairs. There's also usually one halfway along here. All right, bear with me. It's normally in this room. You'll normally find a couple. For some reason they aren't spawned in, but I'm in private world, so that's as it is. Right, so just remember that area. Normally in by there. Oh, let's get out of the way. How long is it going to take to blow up? Right, thank you. Now, what was I hearing? I got that Perceptor bobble on. So I can either hear a magazine or a bobble. It's going to make you wonder where it is, doesn't it? I don't know why that is. Right, okay, fine. So, if we get out of this place now, right, now you've got a couple of choices now with this bit. You can either head back up to Wayward, so you can fast travel there, or you can run. If you run up there, you can do a bit more gathering on the way. It's entirely up to you. Right. Right. Or if you don't want to go to the Wayward, we'll say it is up to you. You can just run halfway up here. There's a camp on the right-hand side, which has a cooking station, which is what we need. Right. But while we're on the way, we could probably grab a few more of these lovely sunflowers. I usually find I run out of sunflowers before I run out of blood leaves. Oops. Twigs in the way. As I said earlier on, if you want to gather wood as well, because if you're starting out, you'd probably be short of wood, and we're going to be using a fair bit of it now when we start crafting. the healing salves and such like. Right, so here we have, say, alongside the camp right here, got cooking station, got the stream right by here. Okay, so say you don't have to run all the way back to the wayward or teleport there, you just come here if you want to. Right, and as an illustration, I shall show. Right, so what you're going to need to do is collect dirty water. Now, you're going to need a lot of it. Right, so here we go. Just repeatedly press R. You don't have to wait, just press it lots of time. But you can see that you're taking radiation damage because you're collecting dirty water. Alright? So if you're a beginner, use that Brahman milk now. Right. Now when you think you've got enough, head over to here and let's sit down. Now then, pressing Q filters out all the things that you don't have ingredients for. So if you do that, it'll shorten our list for us a bit. What we want to look for, first of all, is boiled water. So let's do that. Now you can see 2 dirty waters become 1 boiled water, and you need 1 wood for it, right? So those 120 dirty water will eventually become 60 boiled water. If you have super duper on, then that will increase your output as well. So handy doing that. But at low level, chance of you having super duper, not so good. You've got more chance of having green thumbs. Oops. Went a bit too far there. Then what we need to do is go to healing. Now we've got 2 options here. Now the ingredients by here, disease cure takes 2 blood leaf, 1 boiled water, 2 fire cap, and there's our snaptail reed. What I tend to do is do the disease cures first, and whatever's left only requires soot flower and blood leaf. Right? So do these. Remember, super duper if you do have it. Right? We haven't got that many, right? But every disease cure helps. There we go. Now all we got left is healing salve. Right? So let's just go berserk with the healing salve. Right, now as we can see, we've got 26 blood leaves left. So really speaking, rather than letting them spoil, we need to go gather another 26 soot flowers, right? So let's go find some. Now, granted, I'm a little bit weighed down, and you might struggle at this point, depending on your strength scores. But as I say, it's well worth grabbing those extra soot leaf, simply because you're not going to go to waste then with the what you've been spending your time doing. What you can do up by obviously with the camp is you can drop your stuff off the overseer's camp if you really wanted to. It does help. Let's try and find some more soot. So. Now, nobody soot leaf seems to like grow anywhere where you don't want it to be. When you don't want it, it's there. You know what I mean? When you look for it, what you find is that the red stuff, the rhododendron. Let's put the light on. It tends to be, you find it like up hills and such like. Is that a Mothman? Oh no. Oh, it was. It was Mothman and a dragon. Well, that's random. Okay, looks like okay. Much luck with the soot leaf. Oh, there we go. Some of that. Just trying to keep having this road hedge with it then. Where are we on the map anyway? Running around, not know where we're going. All right, we're down with that. Right. Okay. There's some more. So basically, we're on the road heading down from the Sutton train station. Well, actually heading north from Sutton train station, apparently. I'm seeing things now. I'm looking so desperately for these soot leaves, I can't find them. Right, and where are we now? Oh, look, Slocum Joe's. It's like we could be in a complete circle. Let's just run up here a little bit. Well, look at what we found here. Well, that's handy. And another one. So remember that, this house, Slocum Joe's, this house, tuba there. Don't waste them at the end of the day, isn't it? Oh, and there's another one with that. That's more soot leaf. Right, so from here, I reckon train station there. Yeah, so that would be, oops, the overseas camp will be down right here. We might as well run back down there and use the cook station at there. Oh, look at this. We found another one. Even better. So as you can see, just running around here, it does have its benefits. So let's just jump back on the cooking station. See what we've got left to make. So once again, Q, and let's go into healing. We can make a few more of these disease cures, which will use up our blood leaves again. Alright, and then healing salves. What have we got? We've got 12 flowers, close enough for now. Alright. There we go. So we've got 6 of those. To be honest, if you wanted to make just some drinks, you could use up them for that. Alright. Because you've got blood leaf tea, if we look at this closely. What's it do? Disease resistance water. and a little boost on the hit points. So let's not waste them. There we go. And still got plenty of water left. With some new fruit juice and some carrots. And anything else. Oh, fire cap soup. What's that do? Alright, so we've got one fire cap, wood and boiled water, and it gives us nothing much. Rads 5, hit points, nothing, injuries. Oh, it's just food. I never miss the opportunity to actually cook something because you get XPs for it. And you can always sell it later on for a lot more than the raw ingredients. Oh wow, I can make lemonade. See, lemonade is made from acid. Crikey. Boiled water, sugar and wood. Let's make a lemonade. I've got all this sugar. Once again, you're getting experience for doing these things. Right, so there we go. So let's have a quick look. I super duper kick then. So we look at our food and drink. Move to aid. Right, we've now got 63 healing salves, 22 disease cures. Granted, I did have a couple of those anyway on me, right? But 63, that's not bad. Make 50 plus at a time. Doing a speed run that was essentially half an hour, and you can use them. They're easy to find the ingredients. They'll save your life. They are slower than stim packs, yes, but at a pinch, better to have them than not. And they're much easier to find than stim packs, in my mind, unless you're going to start doing a Brotherhood Daily Ops at level 1. Right. And here we go. So thanks for watching. As they say in all these videos, I'm going to have to start learning to say it myself, is click like, thumbs up if you enjoy this video, and please subscribe. And I shall leave you there. So just end this session, and bye for now. And thanks for watching.